everybody, it's Emily reporting live from Granny's front porch. It's Mother's Day of 2023 and I'm out at the Right Home place walking around just checking things out. Sorry, the noise from the road. What came to my awareness today is I just wanted to share a book. This is a book that I compiled. It says, I Come to the Garden, Poems by D. La Prairie Bass. I compiled it. And I just wanted to read a poem in honor of Mother's Day. Wow, wait, hold on. Do y'all see that huge pile of dirt? Oh wait, that's a tree. That's the tree's branches. That's the tree's roots. It's uprooted. Oh, wow. Anyway, I may span a little, not span, but use the camera just to show some of the yard. Whew. Real slowly. It's so overgrown. Anyway, I spent a little bit of time at the graveyard earlier. I really won't share very much about that, but I went to go visit my mom's grave in honor of Mother's Day. And one of the poems in the book that I compiled is one that Granny wrote for her daughter. It's called Our Daughter. It has been so long since I'd read that. And it was written after my mom passed away. And I just felt an overwhelming urging to read that to Mom. So I spent a little time at her graveside and just read a poem written by her mother to her daughter. And so that was a special moment. So I do have this book available on our website if you're ever interested in it. But if not, I'm going to go on and share. Oh my goodness. I've got an audience. The cows are looking at me like I'm crazy, which I kind of am. But anyway, just take it in. Just for a moment. Now, this poem was written about Gracie Pierce Wright. And she was she had such a beautiful garden. And I do have photos in the book of all of the flower beds that she had. And of course, they're all overgrown now. But bear with me while I'm going to set down the phone for just a moment while I open up the book. It's called My Mother's Flower Garden. And I'm just going to show scenery. And walk around while I read it. Okay. Mother's Flower Garden. The front bed. This is the front bed as it was when I did the book. This is Great Grandma Wright by her pecan tree and manifest. That's the pecan tree right there. All right. And this little picture right here would have been taken from about right here. Well, probably out in that grass, but I ain't going out there. All right, here we go. Can't you just see her now? With such happiness on her brow, walking about enjoying the flowers, where she spent so many happy hours. Come take a walk with me. Together we will see all the beauty of the flowers where Mother spent so many hours. Don't let me let you make you dizzy. Before we start walking, let's stop here and see the beauty that is near. The purple iris in the front of the house, bordered by pink blooms of Alexis. Scattered along in the beds, a variety of flowers raised their heads. There are larkspurs, petunias, and little red roses, with sweet perfumes that fill our noses. Y'all know I'm not pronouncing that right. Petunias and Alexis. Let me continue on with the poem. We begin our walk down the aisle between the house and the long flower bed. This stroll will take quite a while, with so many stops to be made. There again, I'm not walking through that, but this was what was there. All down beside the house are flowers of many colors. The beautiful azaleas and lilies red. And there is a calla lily raising its head. The star of Bethlehem, so very blue, and so many dwarf gladiolas too. Here and there, mixed in between, blue grass and pink oxalis can be seen. Red lilies in red and orange and pink. That big holly bush needs cutting, I think, because it never has any berries, and the times of its beauty varies. Pink daylilies, in the early spring, there were so many bulbs, blooming out in so much beauty, but now they are asleep on the earth, waiting for the time of their rebirth. Near the center of the bed, covered with clusters of pretty white blossoms, then growing all around, the lily, the iris can still be found. Daffodils by the pecan tree, which is way over there. All right, I'm messing up this video, so I'm gonna start over. I keep reading the caption instead of reading the poem, so y'all bear with me. At the end of the bed is the althea bush that soon will be full bloom, and scattered around are a few early things that await the comes of spring. The pink running rose on the well frame, so many lilies we call by name. Different kinds and colors are all around, with a special one that is yellow-brown. Across the yard on the other side is the English dogwood, all in its glory. It stands forth in snow-white beauty, waiting to tell its story. I may redo that. Take two. Hey everybody, it's Emily here, live from Granny's front porch. It's Mother's Day 2023, and I felt a need to, I got this book out. This was the I Come to the Garden, collection of poems written by my granny. And I wanted to share, while I'm strolling the yard, a poem that she wrote in honor of my great-grandmother, right? And it goes like this. And I'm going to be walking around the yard while I read it. All right, it goes like this. Mother's flower garden. Can't you just see her now? With such happiness on her brow, walking about enjoying the flowers where she spent so many happy hours. Come, take a walk with me, and together we will see all the beauty of the flowers where Mother spent so many hours. Before we start walking, we'll stop here and see the beauty that is near. The purple iris in front of the house, bordered by the pink blossoms of Alexis. And scattered along in the beds, a variety of flowers raise their heads. There are larkspurs, petunias, and little red roses with sweet perfumes that fill our noses. We begin our walk down the aisle between the house and the long flower bed. This stroll will take quite a while, with so many stops to be made. All down beside the house are flowers of many colors. The beautiful azaleas, lilies, are there in a calla lily raising its head. The beautiful azaleas and lilies red, and there's a calla lily raising its head. The star Bethlehem is very blue, and so many dwarf gladiolus too. Here and there, mixed in between, bluegrass and pink Alexis can be seen. Daylilies in red, orange, and pink. The big holly bush needs cutting, I think, because it never has any berries, and the time of its beauty varies. In the early spring, there will be many bulbs blooming out in so much beauty, but now they are asleep in the earth, waiting for the time of their rebirth. Near the center of the bed is a large shrub covered in clusters of pretty white blossoms. Then growing all around, the lily and iris can be found. At the end of the bed is the aletheia bush that soon will be full bloom, and scattered around in a very few early things that awaits the coming of spring. The pink running rose on the well frame, so many lilies we call by name, different kinds of colors all around, with a special one that is yellow-brown. Across the yard on the other side is the English dogwood in all its glory. It stands forth in a snow-white beauty, waiting there to tell its story. All right, I fumbled on some of those words, but you get the gist. I just felt I needed to come on out here and spend some time out at Granny's front porch. It's a beautiful day. Does look like it's rained lately, but it's not too muddy. Thank you for spending time with me. And forgive all the mispronunciations in this video. Happy Mother's Day to all.